is you're adding basically a maintenance and repairs, and to me that adds more chances for incidents, because you're dealing with oils and all kinds of different things. So that was really what was leading me to my questions, was more of that. So okay, well, I think that's my questions for staff.
If you look at the aerial on the side on Meyer, if those cars were required to be out of the right of way and on the property line, you couldn't even have the parking spots against the building.
You couldn't, even if they're angled.
These are all of it. Off the property.
Any other questions for staff?
Were the code violations from the previous owner?
So what you're seeing here is from the previous operator. However, some of these have lasted under the same property owner. And I had a conversation with the current operator and we discussed what was permitted and what was not. It wasn't clearly communicated with the current operator from the property owner what was permitted and what was not. And so I spoke with them about not parking on the grass, about not parking cars in the right of way.
Okay.
And so that's what we were working on, why you saw a lag in this case coming before you.
Are any of those code violations currently active?
They are now, and that's why the case is before the Planning Commission.
Any other questions for staff? All right, we'll move on to the applicant. Is there anything you'd like to address the commission about? Okay, I need you to step to the microphone. Go ahead and pull it down. And I need you to take the oath of office or oath of
Might be up there.
speaking.
It should be.
It should be on your screen.
Oh, okay. I, Carmen, affirm that the testimony I am about to give before the Planning Commission is correct to the best of my knowledge.
And then just state your full name and your address for the record, please.
Carmen Hajal, 4790 Airway Road, in Ohio, 45431.
Okay.
Okay, so I was saying, like, this is the old picture of the previous owner. We're not gonna have like a full line of the cars, and it's gonna be like exit from. If you can go back to the picture, I can show you where. So in the middle is gonna be like an exit. So and we're not gonna have like these cars on the right way. Is that what you guys called it? Right way. We're not gonna have that many of cars. And yeah, it's not gonna be like this. That's what I want to say. And it's gonna be like exit of the middle of the house and the dealership. And the house, we're not gonna use it as a storage too. We're just gonna have it. We're not gonna put anything on it. So it's empty. And we're not gonna use it for anything. We're just gonna park like some cars in between like left and right. And yep, if you guys have any question for me, I can answer.
Any questions for the applicant? Okay. All right.
Last thing.
Yes.
And you said about the emergency, like the fire department, they will be able to come from the middle, like from the street. They will be able, like there's a space and we always can move cars.
All right.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I don't have any other public slips turned in. So any other questions from commissioners before we close the public hearing and go to a vote? Okay, so I will close the public hearing on PC case 23-0015. And then we can discuss among ourselves or entertain a motion. I'll make a motion. I move to deny PC case 230015 4790 Airway Road based on the staff report, City of Riverside Comprehensive Plan, and evidence and testimony heard today.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second to deny PC case number 230015. Is there any further discussion? All right, roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mrs. Denning?
Yes.
Yes. Motion to deny. Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Mr. Hairston?
Yes.
Mr. Owens?
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. So this application is denied. You'll need to check with Ms. Holt if there's any additional steps or what next steps might be for you. All right, zoning administrator discussion topics.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So earlier this year, you voted and council finalized that vote to make changes to our development code. Part of that was requiring
The case is closed.
I can
So-
speak with you after.
Yeah, the city manager will come out and speak to you, okay?
Part of that was requiring neighborhood meetings for conditional use applications and rezonings. So to help citizens and new applicants with that process, I put together some resources for that, and I'm going to share those with you. So if
Awesome.
you get questions, you can direct them, and also these resources are online. So let me share those. So the first one is a sample letter that new applicants can use as a template. It's basically letting them know why they're sending out this letter or starting a neighborhood meeting. Very simple, why this is happening. They can tailor it for their purposes. Even a sign-in sheet, very simple. They can print it off and use it as they need to. And then finally, a notice of what happens after the meeting, their next steps. So those are the simple tools that are available because we want to make this process as easy and to follow as possible. One thing to note is you can't have a neighborhood meeting before 6 or after 8. It can't be too late, can't be on national holidays. So those are things to note. We don't want people scheduling meetings that are inconvenient for the community so that they can actually voice their opinion and learn about these developments that are happening. So that is coming your way. Awesome. And the next thing is
So that neighborhood meeting go out to like
it would,
adjacent property.
so
owners,
it's
or
still the 300 feet.
Is it noticed anywhere else in terms of like
So
people who aren't immediately notified?
So it goes to
Watching?
planning commission, it goes to city council, and it goes to 300 feet.
But not like on the website or.
No. Now, if someone comes and we have that sign-in sheet, because they're supposed to submit that with their formal application, and even though they weren't noticed in that 300 feet, we will send them a notice of the formal meeting and, the process later down the line.
Okay.
So say, their neighbor told them about it and they show up to the meeting, but they weren't in that 300 feet, they're still get a notice. And with the new year, I'll move on to the next topic. You have a draft schedule for the 2024 year. Planning Commission is the gray lines. If there are any dates that need to be changed, please let me know. Oh, you didn't get one? I am so sorry.
I think it's usually been our January and February meetings.
Yes, I've moved to
I
Wednesday.
can tell you that March 18th was not available for me.
Okay,
That is election eve. Election day is the 19th.
so would you like me to, should we move that
I
date
don't know,
or?
that's- I just won't be able to.
Okay,
So should we wait until February to see what the census is, if we'll have a quorum or not? Cause, or do, I mean, that's,
Where do you have any cases?
or if we even have any cases.
okay. I mean, I just want to get this out so if developers coming in or anybody wants
Yeah.
to,
Sure.
No, I agree.
But that meeting is a -1.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what I did. I put -1.
okay,
So we know already.
yeah,
And then we can kind of, because we know like
Right.
David and Tony, one travels and one has hectic election schedules. That we have to,
I've been good. I haven't missed any in the last year.
I know,
Proud.
right? Is there anything else that jumps out at anybody?
I'll probably be -1 in October.
okay. And this is why I do this. You can have the schedule way ahead of time and you can
Yeah.
see these things.
Like to plug them in my calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Board of Zoning Appeals.
Yep.
Okay, that doesn't. I saw that Tuesday and I started to get worried for a moment.
Yep.
I can't.
All
do
the gray
Tuesdays.
ones.
Okay, well, let's make sure that we definitely look over it a little bit more in detail. If anybody has any vacations or anything like that, that we can go ahead and try to forego having a last minute change. So that developers, as they come in, we can be assured that we're gonna have a quorum. And then otherwise we'll just take it the meeting before or 2 meetings before.
Yeah.
2 meetings before would be great, especially for developers, I would assume. Does that make sense? Is that okay with everybody?
Do you need us to approve it?
Yep, if this is a good schedule and just a reminder, first meeting of the year, we'll do our normal housekeeping things, chair voting, all that stuff, vice chair. Did you want to look over the bylaws again? I know we just did that, but I think it's good housekeeping, good practice just to,
Can we maybe get a copy submitted to us in December and that way we have December and then
Yep.
our January meeting?
I can do that. That's,
Look at, does that make sense?
But they adopt the meeting schedule in January as well,
I think
or
so.
usually as a housekeeping
I
thing.
think so.
Yeah.
I think that's normally in
Okay.
January, isn't it?
I mean, we
We've
started
done it
doing that since
several
I've been.
times over the
December,
years.
January.
I know Here where we are adopting them now so that they can be officially published and
Mhm.
distributed,
they
so.
Well, is
We
that,
got people asking about, meetings already.
I do too. Yeah, I do.
okay, so I mean, I'm fine with us saying that this is our. I mean, we know there may be something down the line that we may have to change, but if this
Yep.
is I'm fine with that, if that's what you want to do.
I'll make a motion to adopt the 2024 Planning Commission meeting schedule as proposed.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve the 2024 Planning Commission public meeting dates as published. Is there any discussion? Seeing none,
All in favor?
all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. I was trying to stop and think about that one like.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Holt? Mr. City Manager, anything?
No, ma'am.
Mayor, anything?
Yes, sorry for my tardiness when I arrived late, but I also wanted to hope or ask that as many of you as possible can attend the planning and zoning workshop on December 1st, Friday at Sinclair. I know that the community development director and myself will both be attending. I almost said zoning administrator. That's old news. That's 2023 titles. We're on to the future. But if you have any opportunity to attend it, it is a wonderful workshop. It's right here at Sinclair, right in downtown. And I've been attending it since about 2005. And it's not kidding. It's like my favorite day of the year because it's great to get out of your surroundings a little bit and hear what other folks are doing, how they're approaching problems, how they're facing opportunities. And also, I hope that you'll come out of it seeing that we're doing a pretty good job here in Riverside comparatively. So if you're able to attend on the 1st, I'm registered. Naya, you're registered. And I think if you need more information about it, even if you can only make a couple sessions, just, I think, get a hold of the city staff. They have information about that. It's put on by the Ohio Planning Association, which is an extension or the chapter of the American Planning Association. So high quality information on a number of planning topics, how to run meetings, how to look at different developments. It's got kind of something for everything, or everyone, I should say. So that's my plug as a dues paying APA member, as Naya is.
Does it count towards education?
It does. Yes.
I'm glad you asked. It does count towards continuing education, and we'd hope that you guys would take that as an incentive. I certainly do.
How do we sign up?
Yep.
Not
I think
yet.
a few of you have already signed up.
Yes.
If
You
you,
already
yeah,
got me, Dave.
yep. I think I
Yeah.
signed you up.
You
You've
sent
already
out
told me.
emails and we've
Mhm.
gotten,
I think I said I would go.
Yes,
but
I think I
didn't see
signed
any
you up.
Details about it.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Last year's sessions were.
Yes, and the American Planning Association president is actually going to be the keynote this year. So,
I think we all
I'll be out
plan
of town.
on the,
But I'm gonna try. To make it back. I'll be done in Tennessee.
yeah.
Yeah, it runs. Those of you who attended before know well, it runs all day. It starts in the morning and it
Mhm.
goes until about 4 in. And it's a number of different sessions and seminars.
Yeah.
And there's great networking afterwards.
You want me to register?
Nia, do you know if the after hours is at the West Social Tap House, I believe?
Yes,
Yeah.
yep,
that's
same
a-
place.
If you haven't been to that venue, it's a great opportunity to go. There'll be a lot of folks there that do a lot of the same things that you guys do for us. So great day.
okay, well, we'll have 100% registration.
All right.
Donna, anything? No. Okay. Matters by commissioners, Mr. Rogers.
Do we anticipate having a December meeting? Based on things on the way?
I am going to lean like 80% no.
What date will we know
You should know by Monday,
by this coming
the
Monday?
27th.
Mr. Vasquez,
Nothing.
Mr. Harrison,
Nothing.
Please, did you note the time that Mr. Harrison came in? We were in the,
no, I did.
I saw her
Thank
look
you.
at her watch.
good, thank you.
I was on it.
We were in the middle and I forgot, so I'm sorry about that, Mr. Harrison. Mr. Owens?
Not at this time.
All right. Just like to wish everyone good times this week with your family. Hopefully you get to spend some good quality time and make wonderful memories. We never know when we may not have that opportunity again. So I really wish everyone a really good week and happy times with families and eat lots of good food. I hope. So entertain a motion to adjourn if there's nothing else.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Happy Thanksgiving.